So guys, if you don't know, I created this Google Sheet you see right here, completely compiled by myself using the Batcowl tracker that someone tweets every single Batcowl sale on Twitter. Go ahead and follow that. It's at Batcowl on Twitter. Link is in the description for the Batcowl and a link to this sheet right here that I have compiling all the data and all the sales metrics for the Batcowl NFT collection. So this was the August section. Let's go ahead and go to September. So September, I have a few featured trades. Let's talk about it. I watched the total number of sales for all the Batcowl sales, the total number of sales over $1,000. That's over 3x the mint price, about $300. The total number of sales under mint, that typically means that a project is declining rapidly. An average sale price to see how high the floor is getting, and the total trade volume. Trade volume is very important when assessing NFT projects. And I added a new feature for the month of September going forward. It's 2+ sales listed, which means that how many cows have sold more than once. So on the left side, I have every single Batcowl in September organized in chronological order. And on the right side, I have the sales leaderboard going by which NFT was sold at the most expensive, going downwards. So let's look right here. We have a total of 361 sales this month. That's amazing. If you look at August's statistics, there are only 279, which means that there are almost 100 more sales in September alone. That's amazing. Now, last month we had 19 sales that are over 1,000. This month we have 51 sales over $1,000. That's amazing. That means either more being bought and sold, and also means the value of some are going up, as you can see if you look at which ones are sold at a profit. Also, the total number of sales under mint this month or in September was 0. That's awesome. Last month we had 61 Batcowls that sold for under $300, which I knew was gonna be just something that's never gonna happen again. And here we are. This month we've had 0 sell under 300. We had a couple sell at 300, but none of them sold for less than $300. Now, the average sale price of August was $550. This month it's $815. That means that with more sales and a higher average, that these Batcowls are selling way more than the mint price, which is fantastic news for all the holders. It means that your profit is guaranteed if you ever want to liquidate at this point in time. The total sales volume last month was 153,000. Which is good, but surprisingly enough, we have over $100,000 more in September. 294. That's almost $300,000 of sales volume in 1 month. That is absurd. That's fantastic to hear. That just means that a lot of cows are going left and right and trading hands, which is good for the project and people trying to get into the project right now. This month we've had 86 of the 361 cows being resold, meaning it's been sold more than once, which means that a lot of these cows are being flipped, essentially. So without further ado, the top 10 cow sales of September 2022 in the Batcowl project. Now, if you want to support me in everything I do, go in the link in the description, go to tinkertots.com, mint yourself a Tinkertot NFT. I'm NF Tinker, I run Tinker's Caravan, and those Tinker Tots support me, and also every single project going forward. You will be a holder, you will be a supporter, and you will be a part of every single Tinker Tot project in the future. So starting off at number 10, we have Batcowl 88687 that sold for $4,250. Now this cow is gorgeous with the glare domino, but the glare domino is not what actually makes this cow rare. What I've realized is a lot of these Batcows sell regardless of rare traits based on the aesthetic, based on how cool it looks, which is very important for a project. The rarity score is being assessed by my rarity calculations. It's not perfect, it's my V2. You can find the link to the Batcowl rarity V2 in the description of this video as well. Go ahead and check that out if you want to go ahead and assess and use the leaderboard link that's also in the description and in the Batcowl rarity tool to submit it so we can have a user-generated Batcowl rarity leaderboard. So this Batcowl ranks 562 points out of a total of 1,066, which is pretty good. The rare traits that make this Batcowl rare and valuable is a sharp blue force field. There's only 2 of them that exist, and that's in the top 1% of its rarity traits. Additionally, the Tide Gradient Ballistic Weave, there's only 30 of them that exist, and it's in the top 10% of its rarity. So keep in mind, so a lot of these traits that it has aren't actually rare. except for the sharp blue field, which is beautiful, and the glare domino really helps accent the looks of it. Ballistic Weaves also has an aesthetic that not all the time it's super rare. As you can tell, this one's only in the top 10%, not in the top 1%, but the Ballistic Weaves have an aesthetic to them that people really, really enjoy. So it might not rank super high in my calculator, and they might not be super rare, but based on the looks alone, they sell pretty well. Number 9 is Batcowl 82610. It sold for $5,000, and it was actually sold once before. This time it was sold for $3,485 profit, which is fantastic for whoever was able to sell that for a great profit. That's a 10x profit. The rated score ranks at 551.11, and the rare trait to make this thing rare is a tactical camouflage, where there's only 5 of them that exist like this, and also that trait alone is in the top 1% of the Batcowl's materials, which is awesome. Now we're going to number 8 on the leaderboard. It is number 82575. The sales price was $5,000. The rated score is 760.5 because of the fact that it has the Batlink network and the Batwatch body cam, which are 2 traits on the left and on the top that you see. Only 95 Batlink networks exist in that area, which is the top 1% trait, and the body watch cam, there's only 103 of them for all of the Batcowls, which makes another top 1% trait. That combined with the lantern green resin, which is again 1 of 10, and it makes it in the top 3.1% for that trait. And the blue powder composite is 1 of 24, which makes it the top 6.44% of that trait. Altogether, that gives it such a high rarity score overall. Those Batlink networks, the forehead mounts and the side mounts, really give value because there's not too many of them. 6 is Batcowl. Up for number 6 is Batcowl 8x477. That sold for $5,000 as well. The rated score is 530.57, significant decrease in rating score, but the rating score again was made by me, and we're still working through to see what exactly can make a good rarity score. The rare trait in this one is that, again, the ballistic fabric matte. The ballistic things sell very, very well. It has a matte 1 and 3. Matching material traits is pretty rare and hard to do. The fact that this one has 2 of them makes it amazing. Matte 3 is already rare enough, but having a matching matte 1 and 3 is rare. For the matte 3, there's only 10 of these bed thick gray ballistic fabric, and it makes it top 2.73% of that trait. The Killer Croc leather is a matte 2, and it is only 1 of 3 that exists, which makes that a top 1% trait, which is fan-freaking-tastic. So, moving forward, let's go to number 5. Number 5 was Batcowl 85477. The sales price was $5,000. That was a primary sale, I believe, and the rated score is only 455.26 because the traits on this one aren't exactly significantly rare, except for the spike visor. Only 11 of them out of 11,000 have this trait, which makes it a 0.1% rarity trait. The next one we have is number 4. We have number 87248. Sales price was $5,556. The rated score is 470.73. The rare trait on it, as you can tell, is the matte 1 Harley Quinn. There's only 5 of them that exist, and this one's a pure cow. No matte 2 or 3 on this thing, I believe, which makes it such an aesthetically pleasing NFT. Whoever has a snap filter of that one, good on you, bro. There's only 5 of them that exist, which makes it a top 1.2% rare Batcowl. Up for number 3, we have Batcowl 89279. The sales price was close to $6,000. Sold for $5,999. The rated score is 469.76. And the rare trait on this one that really gives it the value is a green force field. Only 2 of them exist on this. I believe it is a matte 2, and which puts that in the top 0.17% of that trait. Up in the top 3, this is Batcowl 81506. The sales price was $6,500. The rating score is 604.16. The rare traits are the Riddler, which again is a beautiful trait. Not many of them have this. Only 3 for that category, makes it in the top 0.23% rarity tier for that trait. And the Firebug, only 42 cows have the Firebug lens flare, which gives it again a top 1% trait. And again, if you can't tell, Having aesthetics is very important here. The eyes really match that matte 2 it has, which is just insanely gorgeous. The top number 2 sale we have is again number 85477. This is not a mistake. This is the same Batcowl that sold in the same month. This time it sold for a $3,000 profit. This sold for $8,000, which is a $3,000 profit, which is fantastic. That's an easy 3K, which is a 10x profit again. In the number 1 spot is Batcowl 89786 for this month, which again, this is actually an all-time high sale. We're approaching the 5-digit sales because some of these cows I guarantee you're going to sell for 5 digits. I believe the first one is going to be a spike visor, but the rebreather feature is actually more rare than the spike visor. This again, it's a ballistic weave trait. This trait is another ballistic trait. This is the blue-gray ballistic fabric, which is not that rare in the grand scheme of things. However, that rebreather jaw on top of the ballistic fabric is utterly gorgeous. The rebreather jaw is only one of 10 rebreathers. The most known rebreather in the series is the BCG Apes white cow with purple lens flare that we all know to love right now. I think it got number 2 in the Battle of the Cows, and this one is now the all-time high sale for not just September, but the entire project so far. Can't wait to see the 5-digit mark being hit. We're gonna hit that by December. If you like what you see, definitely share this thing everywhere, tag me, like, follow, and subscribe. And again, get yourself a Tinker Tot if you like what I do, because I do this for other projects, and I've been creating my own NFT series that will have all these benefits that you're seeing and more. Thank you, have a great day, and I'll catch you guys next month. Make sure to join my Twitter space every single Tuesday on Twitter, talking about all the NFT projects on the Palm Network, which is Batcowl, and everything Nifties, which is the Looney Tunes Nifties, it is the Bullet Train NFTs, and the Matrix projects. I hope to see you guys there. Thank you, God bless, and have a great day, guys.